Good morning. It's Friday morning. I think it's the 12th today, and Mom and the kids went down to her sister's to babysit her sister's kids. So got some free time to work on the camper today and tomorrow, and just kind of wanted to show you where I was at. I decided against putting another outlet over here. I just thought it through, and I mean, again, it's just a glorified tent, you know, so our bodies have a warm or cool place to go to get out of the elements. We have a safe place to sleep. So I just went ahead and went with just the one outlet right here. And that way I just run it off one wire. And then I'm gonna build a box. It'll contain all of the spare wire as we feed it back in here. It'll be sealed in here so we can use the rest for storage. Then I put this little dealie here. It's not tight in there, so it can move. But I just kind of put it in its natural where it wanted to kind of go, just so it hangs kind of free and it's up out of the way when I'm pulling wire in and out. And then you know, if something happens where someone trips or something, this will take up a lot of that force, and it won't just rip it through the wall. And then I kind of Mickey Mouse it up through here, got it all connected, and continued it on back to the heater and the AC like we talked about yesterday, or the last time I was in here. And I didn't really get a good shot because it was nighttime of the junction box. I don't know if you could see the yellow wire goes in the box, and then I splice it to the black wire with the heavy duty 4-plug box with an on and off switch and a breaker in there. And there's 4 plugs available. I just run this one high so that it's clean. And then this is, you know, if I need to plug something else in back here, like a TV or whatever. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that space yet. If I were to move that heater down, literally that would be the perfect spot for the TV. And this thing right here, all that is a it's a bolt gate latch deal where you shove the bolt through and lock your gate. I just had this, you know, in my little, we all have our little junk piles of stuff we save over the years, and that worked perfect there. So it was worth hanging on to for 10 years or whatever it did, sitting in my toolbox. And then I also went ahead and cut the roof open, and this is just tacked up here. I think it's the safest place to be so it doesn't get broken for now till we do the ceiling. We'll pull this all back out, do the ceiling and the roof. But that came out good. So the vent's in there, looking good. And when I came back inside here and I opened the vent, I was really amazed at how much air moves up out of that vent. I know you want your vent at the highest point, but it won't fit in my garage if I put it up there. So it's just gonna have to go here. So that's the way it's gonna work. All right, so back to work. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm going over with my belt sander. I'm using the belt sander to shape the wood because it takes a lot off at a time. And then I'm gonna come back with the jitterbug and get all the holes I filled in and stuff. But for instance, this up here was overhanging like a 1/4 inch. So I'm gonna got this all flattened up, and then this is a smooth transition here now, see? And then up on top I got that top rounded, that top edge, so it's like one solid piece. And then I just started working on this top edge up here in the sunlight there, where basically I want all the seams to be perfectly smooth and clean. So now I'm working on this one. See how much of a lip there is here? I'm gonna get this all rounded down so it goes up and it doesn't come back out, or doesn't change any angle, goes up and over, perfect. And then once I get all that real rough stuff done, I'm gonna use vinyl spackling and fill in all the holes for the screws, all the little shaved out knots, you know, in plywood, and any seams all filled in, and do one final finish. So it'll just be like a baby's butt. All right, so it's Friday night and about done for today. Got all these holes filled in all up on top up there, and tomorrow I'll sand them all so it'll be nice and smooth. And I got a buddy that for 10 years assembled, repaired, and serviced RVs, and he said brand new RVs, they don't even do this stuff. I also want to treat the wood with a water repellent, and even though it's not going to see daylight, and hopefully it won't see any rain or water, the repellent, I think, will just be a little safety measure. So that's it for today, and tomorrow, Saturday, we'll hop back to it. All right, so I don't want to have a car battery in this trailer. It'll be dead every time I go to get it. Just don't need it. So we got the generator wiring done, you know, plug into a Jenny, which I'll go over later. Brings me to my point about the interior lighting is the only thing we're going to need if we were to have a car battery. So I'm going to go battery operated interior lights. I found this little doohickey on Amazon. I don't know, it was like 12 bucks or something, maybe 20. Maybe I'll find it and put a screenshot up right here. Anyway, I got it, and it takes 6 AAAs. It's got 2 settings. It's got bright, half bright, and off. Cool thing about it is, if you see my counter here, this is going to be this little counter. This will be a counter, and I'm going to try to put a. Okay, so my garage light just went off. There, this comes in handy. I'm going to try to put it like a little sink bowl and a little water supply, and then a counter over here where I stick a little microwave and anyway, this light is going to be mounted right behind this, like this. So, you know, you got the 2 of them face the corners, 2 face down, and then it'll be hidden. You just reach under and hit that button. You know, you just reach up and under, boom, kitchen's on. So, pretty stoked about this little light. I have more lights coming that I ordered for the roof or for the ceiling to illuminate the rest of the camper. But for the kitchen area, this thing works sweet. All right. I'm actually done. I had to wait till nighttime to come out and show you guys this. Pretty cool little deal.